I was smashed by a mouse. Moving on. Hello everybody, my name is Yoshi Stack, and welcome back to more Earthbound. In the last episode, a meteorite crashed into Ness's hometown of Onett, and carrying with it was a strange, not space bee that basically told Ness, like, hey, you have to go save the world. He then immediately proceeded to die, so Ness is on his own, but, you know, I guess there are worse things. And now in this episode, we are going to go out and venture into Onett. And as Buzz noted last time, it's dawn. So the color palette changes, and we get the amazing music that is the theme for Onett. Now, before we go anywhere else, you may remember that the guy up on the hill wanted us to go see him alone. So we're gonna go do that. So one moment. Along the way, I just wanted to note that I hit level 4, and yeah, that's just something to note. And we learned the power of Hypnosis Alpha. That puts enemies to sleep. We will not be using that ability. Anyway, all right, we have reached this guy's house. As you remember, Treasure Hunter Liar X Adjurate's house. All right, let's see. Oh God, this is a choice. Doing this because I trust you. First, let's go to the basement. Okay, this just got from bad to worse. Okay. I can tell by the look on your face you don't want to hang out, do you? Not particularly. That's all right. After all, we're not even related. I know you think I'm a big liar, but maybe I'll surprise you. I'm not getting my hopes up. All right. Oh, by basement he meant cavern. He is presumably dug under his house. Oh God. You know, if I don't care how old you are, if someone invites you to their house and you come in and see a giant hole ripped in their floorboards and a ladder going into a cavern they've dug, just leave immediately. I don't care how old you are, I don't care who they are, leave. So, Ness buddy, I found proof of a great treasure. Huge haul. Yeah, I'll show you, but you're the only one. Come on. Oh, God. Oh. Well, there are worse things. This is a sign what lies below. I just need a little more time. My destiny is to find and dig up the buried treasure. I'll eat garlic and work out to help strengthen myself. Again, are you related to Wario? Go home now. You're getting in the way of my work. You invited me here! May start to get greedy thoughts. Okay. Golden statue is glowing strangely. Oh, that's always good when the game gives you a little jingle that sounds like you could find it in a Zelda game. That's not ominous at all. Okay, I'm going home. All right, we have successfully made our way home, but before we can go inside, pictures taken instantaneously. I'm a photographic genius if I do say so myself. Okay, get ready for an instant memory. Look at the camera. Ready? Say, Fuzzy Pickles. Wow, what a great photograph. It'll always bring back the fondest of memories. So that's the photograph guy. He is an NPC that we will be seeing throughout the game, so you can look forward to many moments of that. I can't promise I'll get them all, but I will try my best. Anyway, Ness has had a long night, so what else is there to do than to finally go to bed? You're back. Don't bother yourself with talking now. You look too tired. Mothers understand these things. Eat some steak and scoot up to bed. So at any point, you can come home, talk to your mom, and she will heal you for free. It is a very useful thing, especially this early in the game. Normally you can only heal at hotels, which cost money, but you know, this is your house. Your mom's not charging you rent. Or at least Ness's mom isn't. I don't want to go out anymore. I don't care if everyone thinks I'm a stubborn mutt. I guess that's fair. Good morning, Sleepy Bones. Are you ready to start your adventure? I'm so proud of you. My little man is growing up too fast. Yeah, by the way, Mom, I have to go save the world. Thanks for understanding. She seems to just know this implicitly. But anyway, we're gonna call her dad so we can get $98 deposited into our bank account. Wow, this is kind of the replacement for, enemies just, dropping money. This is the game's way of making that make a little more sense, although it does feel like your dad is just paying you to beat up the local wildlife and or just random people, which is also a little weird, but whatever. And now, well, first I'm gonna fight this guy. Hold on. Well, maybe I shouldn't have done that because the crow stole my bread roll, but whatever. Now that it is daytime, the road is no longer blocked off, and we can proceed further south. So let's do that. And oh god. Okay, that went okay. Anyway, as to what I was saying, yeah, we're going into Onett proper, and the first thing we run into is the Onett Public Library. Use the library more. Useful advice. The library has a lot of good resources. A library is a nice place to learn stuff. I got a lot of info about Earthbound. Meta humor continues. You can borrow maps for nothing. All right, but to learn about Earthbound, it sounds like we should head on in. Oh, we get this song. It's so great. You've probably heard it in Smash before, but the original version is fantastic. Buy something, will ya? Although we're in a library, so I guess it's more like borrow something, will ya? Hi. Kids can only borrow maps at this library. Okay, this is a kind of an awful library. Do you want to borrow one? I mean, I'm not going to say no to it. Here's a map. Onett isn't the only thing on the map. All the info is there, except for the info that isn't there. Thanks? Pressing the X button allows you to view the map at any time. How convenient. You know, the X button, located near the top. Unless you're playing on an Xbox controller, or a PlayStation controller. Well, I am playing on a Nintendo controller, so I can hit the button at the top. And here's your little preview of what Onett looks like. We will circle back to these buildings as we go. I'm not going to get into them right now, though, because we're busy exploring the library, where they're going to explain some things for me, so I don't have to over-explain to you all, as I am one to do. I'm cramming for the big test tomorrow. It's about games. Hotel rule. If you stay at a hotel, you wake up with full HP and PP. Life recovery rule. Recovering your life will give you full HP, but 0 PP. I bet this stuff will be on the test. I wish that was what my tests had, instead of, like, algebra. Oh, this guy might too. Quiet! Hey, sorry for speaking for you. I've learned my lesson. Okay, moving on. What? Oh my god, there's a guy with a Shy Guy mask. Man, a few words. It's useless talking to him now. Yeah, I don't know why some of the NPCs just have these Shy Guy masks on, but you know what? Shy Guy is my favorite Mario enemy, so I'm here for it. What about this old man that is very into this potted plant? At Giant Step, there's a monster guarding that spot from the outside world. No one knows when the monster made Giant Step its territory. I wonder if he's stronger than my wife. Well, that was almost a normal conversation. Anyway. Recently, I sensed the presence of UFOs flying around. Or am I just dreaming? Honestly, it's hard to tell anymore. Please, I'm just trying to talk to you. Shh! You're bothering people! Okay, well, that might be true, but you didn't have to be so rude about it. I recently read a book titled Our Convenient Society. It said that our modern society demands that there always be an ATM in hotels and drugstores. Just knowing that is convenient. Glad I read the book. Can't believe I didn't know this stuff. I'll check whether or not we have an ATM in our drugstore. Well, I guess everyone needs a hobby. No, I was trying to talk to you. I read the book called Our Society is Convenient. It said that these days there are always telephones in hotels and drugstores. I also learned that to use a green payphone costs $1, while the black phones are free. If you weren't aware of this, all your money could get eaten up by your phone calls. Glad I read that book. It does sound like it was useful information, and please let me through. Oh my god, these NPCs do not want me to explore the library, even though the game is like, hey, the library is an important place. Alright, who is in here? This guy wearing orange. Can't believe I saw it with my own eyes. I was staring out the window and there it was, just fluttering there. I'd only seen it in the encyclopedia before. There are things about this game that just make me remember, like, oh yeah, 1990X. Oh, I guess emphasis on the 90 rather than the X. Whatever. What was it? A magic butterfly. You get close to a magic butterfly, all your cares fly away. Just like a fluttering butterfly. Yep. That's the effect of the legendary magic butterfly. I love talking about it. Oops. Sorry about the outburst. I got carried away with all the talk about lovely butterflies. Well, you know, we're all passionate about something. I'm researching Giant Step. It's located north and west of Onett. I heard it possesses a special power. Well, a special power sounds like it would be something useful for us, but, not something maybe we can interact with just yet. Let's head out. Let's head out of the library. I said that fast enough that we were already outside of the library. Wow. Okay. Well, northwest sounds important, but if we try and go up there right now, we're not gonna have much success. In the meantime, though, before you venture into town, you're gonna want to come up to this area with this pigpen-looking kid here. Ness, I'm doing watch-out duty for the hideout. Can you take over? No, you're busy. I understand. Well, the hideout in question he's talking about is through these trees. You can see the edge of the roof when you're up on the hill over there when you're walking back to the house. And it's a hideout, presumably with Ness's friends. I had a dream about you. You were traveling with a cute girl. The dream comes true. Say hi to her for me. After all, I'm single. I don't think I will. You've grown since I saw you. You've grown since I last saw you. I cannot read tonight, I'm sorry. You're beginning to look like a man. You're so cool. I think I really like you. Well, you know what I mean. Just normal conversations that I definitely have with my friends. But the NPC most worth your time here is this one right here. I'll give you my Mr. Baseball cap. I know you've wanted it for a long time. It's the best cap for someone really brave like you. Ness got the Mr. Baseball cap. This is a very good defensive equipment item that you can buy later in the game, but as you can see, it is really good right now. It raises our defense right now from 4 to 10. Real good. Will stop you from getting completely destroyed here at the beginning of the game, and you are not letting me leave. Oh my god. You can't leave, Ness, unless you promise to say hi to that girl for me. But yeah, that is an area a secret that you definitely want to get if it's your first time playing the game, or if it's not. Although if it's not your first time playing the game, you probably already know that's there. And oh my god, that guy just got hit by a car. Are you okay? Arcade is full of sharks. You can't play there. Okay, and I'm sorry that makes you sad, but maybe you shouldn't be standing in the middle of the road? Just a thought. Anyway, trash can. Ness dug around in the trash can. Well, let's see here. There's a hamburger inside. Ness takes it. Ness is a little goblin child. Thank you for noticing. Speaking of hamburgers, though, they're really good healing items, and you can buy more here at the burger shop. But before we do any of that, we are going to head into the drugstore to get some new equipment. Although we will talk with some of the people in here as well. Hey, I know your hard-earned cash is important to you, but you should call your mom. I've got an ulcer from worrying about you. I haven't not been gone that long. That is hinting at a mechanic that we'll get into later. Woof woof! I'm Raffini the dog! I'm being possessed by the spirit of the game designer! Ruff. You see the window showing HP and PP at the bottom of the screen? When you go to a store that has equipable items, this window will either flash, look normal, or become black. If you're allowed to equip an item and is stronger than your current item, the window will flash. If the item's power is equal to or less than your current equipped item, the window looks normal. You can't equip an item, the window is black. Ruff! I thought you'd like to know. Now it's time to become a regular dog again. So that, is a pretty self-explanatory, statement. Which, will make sense here in a moment, because I am going to buy some stuff so that we don't get immediately wrecked, when we go to do this next thing. That should be enough. Yeah. So we're gonna talk to this guy, and we're gonna buy ourselves, first, the cheap bracelet. It is, not very cheap, despite its name. And, it gives us some more defense, and we are also going to buy the T-ball bat. So we have a better weapon. We will also buy our crack bat. So, there we go. We now have, better equipment. So we can safely explore town, because if I did not buy those and try and explore around town, I would probably get destroyed by some things we're gonna run into when we get to the south of town. But for now, let's take a look around. So we already saw the drugstore, the burger shop, just lets you buy healing items, which we will get to that later. Now we've just got some random stuff. The drugstore is to the east. East is the opposite of west. You're not wrong. I guess thank you for telling me. The flowers in the garden are representative of those in your heart. Treat them both nice. Well, I wish I'd known that before I stepped all over them. You know what? I feel like it's an accurate metaphor. Anyway. Psst, whisper. Whisper, psst, psst. Shh, what if someone overhears us? Right, whisper. Wah! You jerk. Because... yeah, some of these are houses you can enter, and some of them you just knock on the door and hear snippets of conversations. This is a weird game. All right, let's keep moving. What does this sign say, aside from saying town? Welcome to beautiful Onett, the wildflower of Ecoland. I guess. I have no evidence to prove otherwise. A girl named Paula lives in Tucson. Her mother runs a preschool out of their home. I can't remember the name of the school, but I heard Paula's really special. Why is she special? I forgot to ask. Oh well. I guess good to know. You know, I'm sure she won't be important at all. It's not like we named her at the very beginning. You're trying to sell us the newspaper. Go away. We don't read the paper. We don't want any milk either. Good to know. I didn't have either. I could give you a map. That's about all I can offer in these trying times. City Hall is to the east. You know, where the sun rises. This game really wants me to know which way is east. Which, I mean, is not a bad thing. But, you know, just remember to never eat soggy Wheaties. Or waffles. Or some other W word. I moved here from the way, way, way away next town. In the next town, there's the... what is the name? Polar Star Preschool. The preschool's at Paula's house. Paula uses, what's it called? Magic. Okay, this game really wants us to know all about Paula. Oh, and here's a dog. Hang on. That was an easy fight, anyway. Oh, all that just to come in here and there's no one here. Thanks, game. Game does like to troll you. Oh, another crow. Hold on. Okay, so here is the hospital. Oh god, and there was a thing down there. We'll get to that. All right, so to save me again from over-explaining, we have this NPC. I'm not busy right now. Shall I explain about the hospital system? Yes. A good friend of yours becomes unconscious. Come to the hospital right away. As long as you have money for the doctor's fee, you'll be able to see your friend completely recovered in no time. Besides being unconscious, whenever you don't feel so well, come and talk to a doctor. Everything I just told you applies to hospitals all over the world. So hospitals they don't heal your HP, they cure status effects. So, and that also includes when we have more party members, being knocked out. So, yeah, they're, hopefully not a place you have to come to too often. There's also these guys, which, she will explain. Hello, and you are? Say, have you ever suffered from some type of sickness or condition that you couldn't get cured at a hospital? For example, being diamond-eyed, where your head gets as hard as a diamond, or mushroom-eyed, where you have a mushroom on your head. If you're ever stuck with these types of embarrassing conditions, we have the Magic Healing Shriner here to ease your pain. We're ready and waiting, in the lobby of all hospitals all over the world. The person next to me is a great teacher of magic healing. So there are some status effects are fairly common things, like colds, or... sunstroke, that's another one. And, you know, those are things that the hospital can cure. If your body gets turned into a diamond, for some reason the hospital does not have the capacity to cure that. So that's what those healers are for. We will encounter those status effects later in the game. When I came to visit my friend at this hospital, I somehow slipped and fell in the hallway. Now I'm staying in the hospital too. This could be the basis for a great tragic tearjerker. Well, maybe not. I guess it depends on how you write it, I suppose. What do you have to say? Welcome to the Onett Hospital. I run the place. Ah, gotcha. Sorry, I'm just impatient here. I would ask why you did that, but I suppose I did just randomly come into your room to talk to you, so you had to come up with something interesting to say. I was smashed by a mouse. Moving on. What? You're here to visit my daughter? So you're the one who calls her in the middle of the night and talks for hours. Oh, it's not you. Then why did you come to this room? You know, that's a fair question. I'll be leaving now. Okay, so going this way, is there anything over here? I forget. Oh, this. Okay. Doesn't this house look good? You can buy it for only $7,500. It has an ocean view and the sunsets are beautiful. Folks should have a place of their own. Do you want to buy it? I have $3. You can't afford $7,500? It was a waste of my time talking to you. I'm 12! What did you expect? I don't think Ness could even legally own the house. Must be the happiest man in the world. I can practice my trumpet in this scenic spot. I'll send my haunting melody throughout the town. I don't know that I'd call it haunting, but I did like it. Even if you're poor, come and see how easy it is to own a luxurious second home. Beak Point Real Estate. People can't even afford a first home at this point. What do you mean a second home? Okay. We are moving on now. And yeah, there's the hospital. Oh, here's a magic butterfly. So here's what this thing does. It actually will recover 20 PP for every time you run into a magic butterfly. So anytime you spot one, you should heal yourself up and then recover the PP there. It's a real useful thing. Here is a pizza place. Open soon. Mock Pizza Onett branch. I almost could not read that. And here are some interesting looking NPCs. These are the Sharks, the local gang that has been mentioned several times. You want to start a fight or what? So some of them will talk to you and still fight, and others are just... Oh my god. Others are just running around. Oh my god! The skate punk is the most annoying of them all, for this specific reason that he can call help. There's 3 types of sharks. There's the skate punk that we see here, the pogo punk that obviously is on a pogo stick, and there's another one that we will see at some point. But yeah, these guys can be a pain if you're not ready, which is why you need to go buy that equipment, and definitely go get the Mr. Baseball cap. This becomes much easier if you have that. They are a good source of experience, so now we are level 5. Which, that is good. Oh, there's another trash can. Oh my god, there's so many of them already. Well, let's see here. There's a can of fruit juice inside. Just takes it. That is another healing item that's not great. Oh my god, there's so much going on that the game was lagging. Oh my god. Oh, here's the other one. This is Yes Man Jr. And he will fight you with a hula hoop. I did not think a hula hoop made a good weapon, but he's doing a decent amount of damage to Ness, so clearly it is. The enemies themselves aren't super difficult. Oh my god, a bag of fries. Yeah, we'll throw something away. Okay, we've got so many cookies. Yes, get rid of the cookie. Oh my god, we should eat some of these cookies. Yeah, the shark enemies themselves are not super difficult if you have the right equipment, but Ness is not super accurate, particularly at the beginning of the game, so that makes things somewhat complicated. You also have to be careful because in this game, if there are multiple enemies on screen, they'll all run up to you at once. There's a limit on how many you can fight at a time, but you can very easily get into situations where you're fighting like 3 enemies at a time. And as we saw with the skate punk, that could be difficult if you're not ready for it. So yeah, we're gonna be fighting these guys for a little bit because I would like to get to level 7, which I know that's quite a bit away. But your life will be easier if you get to level 7 before doing anything else. You want to meet Frank? You don't want Frank to beat you up, do you? I mean, that's the chance I'm willing to take. But yeah, this is the local gang that's been terrorizing Onett, and they've got some interesting outfits, to say the least. Yeah, these guys are a good source of experience, so I am gonna go ahead and well, you know, we'll look around a little bit more because here's a bakery, which will sell you, as it implies, baked goods. So we got cookies. You don't want those. Bread roll. The crow stole mine. Skip sandwich and lucky sandwich. Like these help with some stats. this briefly makes you faster in the overworld, and this can increase a stat in battle. I don't remember if it's permanent or not. None of these things are really worth it. A bunch of these NPCs. I'm not gonna talk to all the NPCs, because, like, there's a lot. And a lot of these at the beginning are just tutorial ones. The police station, we don't need to go there right now. So yeah, I think at this point, I am just gonna go and grind some of those sharks, and I will come back when either something interesting happens, or I'm level 7. So the magic of editing, go! Okay, pop quiz, a Beatles song, XXX today. Can you fill in the blanks? Yes? That's correct, I'm impressed. That's a funny gag that I forgot to note that I wanted to mention. And it gets funnier if you say no. XXX today, can you fill in the blank? No. Psst, a Beatles song, Notre Dame, wrong. This game's great. Okay, back to grinding. All right, we did it. We reached level 7, which that is the level I felt comfortable with before moving on. And oh god, there's more sharks, and this truck is gonna hit them. Okay, we'll take them out of their misery instead of letting them get hit by a giant truck. Oh god, maybe it was a mistake. Well, at level 7, we're taking these guys out fairly quickly. Especially when we do that. Always love a good smash. Settle it and smash. Remember those ads? I think it was for Smash 4. Weird ads. But, alright. We are level 7, which is where I wanted to be. We also have plenty of hamburgers, which I'm actually gonna go ahead and eat one. Because, we fought all of these sharks, these members of this gang. But we haven't fought their leader yet. And to do that, we need to go into the arcade. This is where they congregate. It was you! You beat up my buddy, didn't you? I mean, I beat up a lot of you guys, so... statistically, probably. You better just beat it! Well, I can't play that song because it's copywritten. I can do that, though. Which, that's actually handy, because Pogo Punks always drop a hamburger, so... that just replaces the hamburger that I ate. Sound like a real whiner to me. Don't get lippy or I'll kick your butt. Well, at least he didn't immediately fight me, so I guess he's a little nice in that regard. Spit, 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 saliva, spit, spit. You want some gum? Get your own, twit. Well, he's also not immediately beating me up, so, you know, he can't be that bad. When you buy an item that should be equipped, do you bother to actually equip it? Give a hint to my own enemy. I'm such a rockin' dude. I obviously have total confidence in my own abilities. So, are you ready to get it on, Spanky? Please never call me that again. Oh my god. Can we please stop missing? You're obnoxious. Oh, get out of here. Your pogo stick. Nobody likes pogo sticks. Oh, he didn't drop a hamburger that time. That was weird. Whatever. Tell you the truth, I like drinking tea and eating fresh vegetables. Doesn't fit my super cool image. Guess I just have to accept this about myself. Self-acceptance is good. It's fun fact, if you look at these arcade games, you can see on the left Donkey Kong and on the right, I think that's Space Invaders? Yeah. Or maybe it's Galaga. It's one of those two. I mean, they're just squares. It's hard to tell which one it's supposed to be, but I have no idea what this one on the right is supposed to be. If someone knows, feel free to let me know in the comments. Frank has an incredibly powerful weapon. You get your hands on it, I bet you can stand against any enemy. Well, that's fun, because we're about to go kick Frank's butt. First, we gotta get through this guy. Hey kid, you wanna become a member? Not particularly. Your guys' outfits are kinda dumb. Don't be such a snob. I will be as snobbish as I dang well please, Mr. Yes Man Jr. Who fights with a hula hoop? Who fights with a hula hoop? Nobody. That's who. And you're gone. I can't say you're dead. You became tame. You know, that's how I tame people, is I swing a baseball bat at them. So, okay, we are gonna go ahead and heal with life up, so our HP, as the game always puts it, are maxed out. And, oh, that guy's trying to get me. Well, have fun with that, buddy. So here is Frank. I'm Frank. You are? Come on, can't you really say your name? No, I'm a silent protagonist, dude. But Frank actually has knives, so you know, he came to fight. And he came out swinging. Oh my god. So yeah, oh my god, he stabbed me. Yeah, just focus on bashing. Oh, he said something nasty. It doesn't matter, he became tame. This is why you want to be level 7, because this fight's pretty easy when you're level 7. You got 50 XP, that's good. Fail-proof Frank can't be beaten. Puff, puff, puff. And here's Frankenstein Mark II. So not only do I have to fight a gang leader who brandishes a knife, we're also fighting the tank he inexplicably has. But every other turn it generates an intense burst of steam and doesn't do anything, and on the turns it attacks, just defense. Defense? Defend. You know what I meant. Also generally keep your HP above 30, so we're just gonna go ahead and eat a hamburger this turn. And keep ourselves... Yeah, that's the bad move it can do. Tore into us. Okay, defend. Hammer punch, I can deal with that. Are you dead yet? You are not. Defend. And now we're gonna heal again, so that way we do not die. Eat all the hamburgers, Ness. Ness just has a stockpile of hamburgers. Okay, I can deal with a tank punching me, which is a strange sentence, but you know what? It's not the weirdest thing we're gonna see in this game. Oh man. You know, we will use life up, not so I don't eat all of my burgers, because we're gonna want those for later. Oh, okay. Are we almost done with this? This fight's not super hard if you know what you're doing. There it goes. I figured we had to get towards... We had to be near the end there. 76 experience points. Not quite enough for a level up, but I'm sure we've got to be close. This is my first defeat. Fail-proof Frank is now just Failure Frank. I know you've been asking around, so I tell you about Giant Step. It seems to be quite a powerful spot. Some kind of special power stored there that allows certain people to perform wondrous feats. However, a monster sucked up all the energy at that spot. It's difficult to get to Giant Step. That's all I know. I suggest you collect more information on your own. The answer to the path leading to Giant Step is behind the Touring Entertainer Shack. Perkle, the mayor of Onett, has a key to the shack. Ness, you become stronger than I. Your adventure is just beginning. And yeah, that's our first, I guess, major milestone beaten. And on that note, we are gonna call it an episode. I know a lot of this was just me grinding off screen, which I apologize for, but you know, I'm figuring out what will and will not work for this project. In any case, I still don't have an outro, but if you made it this far, thank you so much for putting up with me. Hopefully things get better as time goes on. And I hope you'll join me next time as we figure out what's going on with Giant Step. See you then.